Thank you, everybody, for showing up, for tuning in. Right now we don't have any participants, but no worries. You're welcome to show up a little bit late if you want, or during the webinar. I know realtors are extremely busy people, so not all the time do they have free time to participate in these kinds of things. But this is a webinar that we do, Field Notes, for our real estate agents who utilize our CRM. And so for today, I wanted to talk and take a deep dive into categorizing. I had somebody reach out for support, and she's utilizing our AI feature, which she has a AI that she can address leads to. So AI will manage these leads, essentially. However, she had all kinds of leads go into the system, past clients, current clients, in some cases, active deals. And so when you do that, right, when you put in a lot of leads and then they're all categorized, and when they're all categorized as the same thing, how are you supposed to look at the bucket, look into this bucket and say, oh, okay, these are my past clients, these are this, these are that? You can't. So categories is what you need to lean on. So that's what we were going to talk about today. Just discuss some things that real estate agents track. How would they want to track it, right? And if I was them, what would I be doing? And we can look at that right now. So I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. Now, this is the CRM, right? Obviously, this is the engagement page dashboard, but we can go to all contacts and we literally can find it in two places. This add contacts here or this add contact button up at the top. Does the same thing. However, this one allows you to add a contact from any part of the page that you're on. But same look, same feel, exact same category. So these are the categories, right, that I would not necessarily touch, but I wouldn't, try to, you can rename them, but try not to obviously use them for something else. These ones are specific, like email is for email, phone for phone. The first slot is intended for SMS, so anything cell phone is best to be in that position. Address, preferred communication style, you can, if that's not something that you want to capture, you can rename this, and these you can't delete, but you can add your own series if you wish. And so that is a select one kind of category figure or field. We got city, state, zip. So this is all important information in regarding the contact. Obviously, referral information, resource, any of that. Especially if real estate, you kind of want to see where these deals come from so you guys can stay on top of it. So utilizing these categories, making sure that you can capture this information, whether if you upload it or not. The best thing is to go through your leads, and if you do an upload of 20, 30, or whatever the number is, do a mass edit, make sure that they get categorized, because these are things that we can filter by. And if we can filter by, we can create views, and there we have our little reports that we can basically with one click, just click and access and not have to waste a lot of time. So huge. Lead labels. Lead labels is going to help you if you want to follow this types of process, right? Actually, let me see if you guys have. So what you can do here is you can label many different types of lead types within this targeting profile. You can also give it a timing, whether if people are in the now, not ready, 90 days, 6 months, in a year. This can definitely help you build a pipeline and then also have some order with it. Then we can come back and we can filter and we can look who are our people that are in with a year. So you can build plans, action plans, situations. You can build, drip campaign that for each one of these different time frames will do a specific thing, right? Whether if it puts them all into a newsletter so that they can all kind of get, your your weekly, monthly newsletter, or they get onto some type of drip campaign, some type of touch, right? Some type of 12, 32, 33 touch program in which they're going to get many touches throughout the year, or from the time that they've met you till the time that they feel that they're ready or that they've expressed that they're ready. So you can catalog these things, and you can filter by these things and have more insight to your data, which will then help you market to them and such. So right here, timing, target profile, right? Here you can identify a couple of groups such as luxury buyers, investors, first time, right? Now, if you get a lead or somebody, giving you an opportunity, you've got handful of people listed as investors. You put an email together, you send it out to them. What happens, right? Three people may get interested. They're investors. That listing may not even hit the market because you have a good listing group of people, that are active and they're looking for homes and they like what you had. So you can also price range, lead profile, right? If it's a potential lead or if it's a realtor, these are just some simple categories that it has that you can use. However, this is lead labels, would definitely leverage, most likely target profile, price range, timing. That way, when you're building content, when you're looking into this data to kind of target market, then you have information to base it off of. Another huge category are these ones, right? Buyer, seller, relationship status. These are the important categories, because not only can you identify the different types, right? So in the lead labels, there was, plenty of labels to identify different types of, so you can use those. So if this is redundant, then we can create a different, like a sales flow. We can use this for something else if what those other labels essentially cover all the bases. Now, with that said, what are the things that agents, track? Because there's a lot of things that agents track. I just did, kind of like some preliminary inquiries about some things, like, the different types of things that real estate agents track. One is like leads and prospects, and having a CRM, I feel, is going to help you with that. Especially our CRM will help you with having and holding on to your leads. If you categorize them as prospects, that can either be done in this, if you're creating some type of special flow, your relationship status, you could also build into that as well, prospects, leads, new leads, something along those lines, so that we can have a dedicated bucket to prospects. From there, you could have other buckets or stages in which the lead will, its journey that it will take. If you wanted to come out and do the whole sales journey, then that's fine. If you want to monitor that, if that's where you feel that you're lacking and you feel that it'll help you do many more deals in a month and stay on top of all the important things, then perfect. We can still send and send newsletters, right, by tracking with groups with these tags and badges categories. So it doesn't, just because you manage your sales flow here doesn't mean that you can't manage other different types of circle groups or other scenarios or sales flows or flows in general, right? We can still create those. It's just a matter of really kind of looking, where are your pockets, where are the places in which you need help, right, with your business. I think that's a good thing. It's a good place to start. If you would like to have some time with me, you can find me up here, and just reach out to me, whether if an email or if you have any of the email invites. There's always a book time with me in my signature. So book some time with me. We can we can look this over for your uh, personal business in question, and then we can kind of do this specifically, but just for you. So getting back to the topic, these here, buyer seller relationship status, is where I would put in some type of journey, some type of flow for the lead, right? Also having buckets for past clients, for current clients. I think those are all good categories to have in fields to be monitoring, right? So the other thing, property listings, right? So if you're listing properties, uh, what can our CRM help with? Well, we've got the transaction monitor. So if you're bringing in leads and prospects and somebody expressed they want you to list their property, well, now you can set up a transaction to this lead and you can monitor those types of things. With action plans, you can set up things that will help you through the stages to stay on top of this listing so you're not missing any of the details. So those different property listings or any of those different types of, progress, you can track those things with spheres and groups and categories. The client information is a total given, right? You'll be able to capture so many details of the client, of your prospect, uh, even get down to, family details, even goals, right? If you wanted to in the comments put, what they were looking for, you can save a transaction with possible homes that they're looking for in there. You have more information when it comes to property size and things like that, and details about the property that they could be, in hopes to buying. So you can track that information, or simply save a note in that contacts file. So those are some things. Let's see. So transactions, well, we already spoke about that. You can, we got the transaction, um, marketing and outreach. That's another thing. I think the best way to categorize and to use CRM for marketing is possibly with either of these categories your for your marketing. So whether if it's people you're categorizing as, strictly prospects that you're just trying to educate them about you, they could have a specific badge and tag. Your newsletter could have a specific, whether if you wanted to break up your newsletter um, badge by week or by month, or just tie it into one tag and then you create a view and that's how you send it out. We can also automate it by just using that tag. So when it does get selected, it puts people on a frequency of getting your newsletter. All you have to do is create the action plan. So there's that. If you wanted to, use that same newsletter group to send out maybe either a listing or an open house, or if you want to create a total separate list for these types of things, that's also doable, right, with these categories. So what I think, what I've seen is a lot of people get into our service, right? They use a lot of our marketing service in conjunction with the CRM. And when the marketing tends to not perform, right, in a way that they wish, let's say it's timely, I have seen other agents strictly with the CRM working their own circle of influence, been able to create content, send it out to them, and through that engagement, they've been able to bring people to the table through referrals for that person's services and uh, contract that agent, right? And they don't have any lead source, they don't have any marketing, they don't have anything. So what I do feel, an agent has to have a stick in many different fires. They need to have a little bit of marketing outreach, right? A little bit of marketing efforts. And that's something that, if you don't have that and you would like that, but that's something that we can help you out with, just reach out to us and we'll do our best to set you up with somebody in sales to discuss a little bit of the different packages that we have. But in general, right? So you've got your marketing, but when the marketing doesn't perform, what are you doing, right? Are you just sitting there twiddling your thumbs, or are you emailing past clients? Are you in any of your current deals that you are working with at the moment? Are you gathering information? Are you getting not like surveys, but are you doing somewhat a survey of how your service is, right? So that they can give you a grade so you can see where you're at, possibly get a review, possibly get more referrals, and continue, right? Continue doing business. And so the CRM can help you with that, right? It can help you, and that's the reason why you want to monitor and have a way of tracking all these different stages. So what I highly suggest is utilizing the buyer and seller relationship status categories, plus your spheres, your groups, and your categories to achieve this goal, right? Of course, I can help you with that. Let's see some other personal productivity. There's always um, some other tools within the contact that you can do, such as the appointment setting. You can set up to-dos, right? So there's other things that can help you manage your customers, your clients, right, or your potential clients, and you know help you do what you need to do as many times as you need to with these new prospects to get them to make the next step, right? That way, these people are aware of you, and it's just a matter of time for them to utilize your services. So, and then through follow up, right, and through having categories, um, that's that's like the key to the game. So, you know, people will utilize marketing. They'll start bringing in an influx of leads, and they're not getting, they're getting simple categories: buyer, seller, notes within the contact. You know, um, I would I would do things a little bit different, right? With going through the leads, possibly maybe save the latest comments here so that when you go through these leads in the all contacts view, you can add this column and then just view the latest notes. And then anytime you've done a refresh, you can take these notes, put it in as a note, and then update them here. So that kind of saves you from not having to go into every contact if you've got a bunch of views and contacts to look at. Anything that can save you time from having to go into each one, that's something that I would do. Um, but definitely, as those leads are coming in, if you can trail right behind them, right? Once in the evening, whatever has come in, you go in and give it some type of categorizing, whether if it's a failed attempt, or if it looks good. That way, you know if the system's not utilizing the category system, then you are creating one and then utilizing it and then categorizing these people, and then you'll have in time hundreds and thousands of leads of people that you're digging into, and you can invite them to open houses. You can invite them to listing um, notifications, right? You can do home searches with them. So there's many different things that you can do to keep them engaged over the years, just waiting for the right moment. And they'll know it and you know it, because obviously they're not, signing out of your messages, your emails, or your texts. So I think it's huge. I think this topic that we're talking about um, is something that every agent, I think, could focus on and has something they can do, I feel, in regards to their categories. And that's just my humble opinion, seeing a lot of people and going into a lot of people's accounts. They've got the leads flowing in, whether if it's high flow or low flow, but they'll get comfortable with that. And then when there is nothing, obviously, this service doesn't look so good. But I feel if you've got a couple of sticks in marketing, you've got a couple of sticks in action plans and marketing drip marketing campaigns for past clients, um, and then through your procedure, right? There's times through your procedure when you're doing and completing these listing transactions and buying homes and things for people and assisting people with all of this. um, there's moments in which you can obviously deliver excellence, get surveys on it, get what they feel, get a review, right? Build your profile, build an online presence. Through that, possibly record a testimonial so that you can have these things. If you don't have a website, this is great content to have. But if you're not capturing these things, if when you show up to these meetings, you don't have your camera ready or any type of dialogue scripted or anything to kind of help these people, sometimes people are camera shy. Oh no, don't get me on the camera. But if you help them with, just let's talk about this and let's say that and let's kind of ignore the cameras here. Yet it is, and you know, but if you overlook these little moments, but let's say you have, a system like Field Notes and things to track and help you track these types of things so that you can gather this information and then use it for your benefit. Use it in your website, use it in your emails, use it in, well, if you like to text message that kind of content to people, you could. Whatever can get people to, kind of get a feeling that they know you is definitely going to help your sales, especially in real estate. If other people can see that you're helping other people and that you do have a lot of testimonials, I think that is a great thing that an agent can have, is people base themselves through what other people go through. So this is the deep dive that I wanted to do, right? And you know you can use this for many different aspects when it comes to categorizing, right? The lead generation, obviously important, categorizing where things are coming from, that kind of stuff. Nurturing, right? So from people who've shown interest, from people in different stages of the sale, you'll be able to nurture them. If you categorize them, you'll be able to see where they are in this flow of things. Lead qualification, right? You'll be able to monitor from those people who's getting qualified and who has a better qualification, right, to close and to utilize your service. So most likely would want to focus on them or keep them close. Then monitoring things like an initial consultation. So just imagine, if you're able to, from moving all these people through the flow of things, right? A qualified lead now turns into a meeting, and then from that meeting, now you're setting up property searches. You're kind of understanding a little bit of what the buyer is kind of going through or the seller's kind of going through. So whether if it's, do the listing, it's explain obviously how you do stuff. If it's the buyer, obviously, put them at ease, do a home search if you have that capability. We have that capability as well. Get them to your website, get them signed in, you know what I mean? Doing some window shopping. All of these things can be managed by the CRM. So if you're not utilizing it for this, then, you know, you should definitely be thinking about utilizing it for these things. Um, Offer stage, let me see what that was referring to. Yeah, definitely you can use this if you get an offer and the stages, I'm gonna go back to the transaction monitor, sorry, over here, all transactions in the business tracker. Well, that right there is going to track all of that information. Your negotiations, I'll say that that's a little bit, can be tracked, but it just really takes for you to kind of update the notes in the account. So that's really kind of, you know, doesn't do much, but that information will stay tracked and you could later on view it. When things get under contract, you can definitely put those details into the system. And with that said, you can have action plans, cut off, or start. Sorry, a set of appointments for you to stay on top of all of those under contract dates. And basically, you can use it for closing, right? Post closing for your past clients, which these people will turn into, clients, and then past clients. And so with just in the closing section right there, cueing you to get testimonials, get reviews, get information from these people, right? Um, that's going to help you, right? So if you're getting and growing, if you know anything about Google My Business, the more reviews you get, the more you'll be at the top. Some agents get some really good deals coming from those adventures, you know what I mean? From having a good profile and good reviews and good standing in Google and things like that. So all of these things, you could be set up to obviously perform on all many levels, right? And have many sticks in the fire instead of just one stick in the fire waiting for deals to come. You could be getting deals from referrals. You could be having great conversations with past clients. You could be rekindling old relationships that never went nowhere, which now are going somewhere because they changed their job and things are moving for them and they're moving town. And, you know, so um, it's not just a one track road. I definitely think this is, you're going to be taking many tracks You'll have many lanes to take. And if you can take more than one at once, why not, why not do so? And so this is categories, right? This is my conversation into this. Love to if you have any what is it, questions or things to say, definitely reply down below, comment below, subscribe. We're here for real estate agents that need a CRM to help them do their daily needs, and to track their business and to grow their business. This is also for teams. So if you're also a team member and you're also looking to grow a team and have a team working with a CRM, this is also an option we have available for you. And if you're looking for marketing, we've got those options, website builds, all of that stuff we do for the real estate agent. So if anybody out there is just seeing this fresh and isn't part of Field Notes, you can definitely reach out to me and we discuss, some of the different packages. But this is the topic at hand. I hope everybody is having a great month, and I guess we will see you to the next episode. And so everybody have a great day. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. Have a great day, guys. It was a pleasure.